Hey, it's time with Tiff. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning into my channel today. Today I have a Rishi sweet matcha green tea. Now this tea is a powder. So what I did was I just put 1 tablespoon in my water and it's really thick and it looks kind of like an iced coffee kind of, but it's just green. It's really good. This is the brand Rishi. You guys can see that. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. And to pair with that, I have these Russell Stover's dark chocolate candies. The benefits of this green tea matcha is that it helps to prevent heart disease and type 2 diabetes and cancer. It protects the liver and it boosts brain function. Now, before I take a bite of this, I'm gonna pray. Dear gracious and heavenly Father, I just thank you for this drink and food, for the health and nourishment of my body, for Christ's sake. And I just ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with wisdom and understanding as I'm refreshed by the word of God. That's really good. I had to get used to this green tea matcha because I'm used to just the regular green tea, but the powder form is not bad at all. It's really good. So we are on day 11 of Bible in 1 Year, and I will be reading Genesis 36, 37, and 38. And I appreciate you guys for just watching my channel. I'm doing this to strengthen my faith and walk with God. And I just want to encourage everybody else who's on in my same situation to do the same. All you have to do is set a set schedule and stick to it. And this is the time to do it. There's no reason to wait. But get your tea, sip with me. I'm going to start reading. Genesis 36. (36) 1 through 43. Now this is the genealogy of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives from the daughter of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, Abimelech, the daughter of Anah, and the daughter of Zibeon, the Hivite, and Bashemath, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebajoth. Now Adah bore Eliphaz to Esau, and Basemath bore Reuel. And Abimelech bore Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These were the sons of Esau, who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Then Esau took his wives, his sons, his daughters, and all the persons of his household, his cattle and all his animals, and all his goods, which he had gained in the land of Canaan. And he went to a country away from the presence of his brother, for their possessions were too great for them to dwell together. And the land where they were strangers could not support them because of their livestock. So Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And this is the genealogy of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These were the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau, and Reuel, the son of Basemath, the wife of Esau. And the son of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Now Timnah was the concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. These were the sons of Reuel, Nahath, Zerah, Shema, and Mizah. These were the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife. These were the sons of Ahobalamah, Esau's wife, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, and she bore to Esau Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These were the chiefs of the sons of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, were Chief Teman, Chief Omar, Chief Zophah, Chief Kenaz, Chief Korah, Chief Gatam, and Chief Amalek. These were the chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. They were the sons of Adah. These were the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, Chief Nahath, Chief Zerah, Chief Shema, and Chief Mizah. These were the chiefs of Reuel in the land of Edom. They were the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife, and they were the sons of Abimelech, Esau's wife, Chief Jeush. chief Jalem, and chief Korah. These were the chiefs who descended from Aholimabah. Esau's wife, the daughter of Anah. These were the sons of Esau, who was Edom, and these were their children. These were the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land: Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishon. These were the chiefs of the Horites, the sons of Seir, and the land of Edom. And the sons of Lotan were Hori and Heman. Lotan's sister was Timnah. These were the sons of Shobal: Alvan, Menahath, Ebal, Sheho, and Onam. These were the sons of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anah. This was the Anah who found the water in the wilderness as he pastured the donkeys of the father Zibeon. These were the children of Anah: Dison and Ohibamalah, the sons of Ahad. And these were the sons of Dishon: Hemdan, Ishban, Ithron, and Cheran. These were the sons of Ezer: Bilhan, Zalon, and Achan. And these were the sons of Dishon: Uz and Aran. And these were the chiefs of the Horites: chief Lotan, chief Shobal, chief Zibeon, chief Anah, chief Dishon, chief Ezer, chief Dishon. And these were the chief of the Horites according to their chiefs in the land of Seir. And these were the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before the king reigned over the children of Israel. Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of the city was Dinhabah. And when Bela died, Joab, the son of Zerah of Bozran, reigned in his place. Then when Joab died, Husham of the land of the Timnites reigned in his place. And when Husham died, Hadad, the son of Bedad, who attacked Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. And the name of the city was Avith. Then Hadad died. Shemlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. And when Shemlah died, Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. When Saul died, Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, reigned in his place. And when Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, died, Hadar reigned in his place. And the name of the city was Peo. His wife's name was Mehutabel, the daughter of Matred, and the daughter of Mezahat. And these were the names of the chiefs of Esau, according to their families and their places. In their names: Chief Timnah, Chief Alva, Chief Jetheth, Chief Ahibimalah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Timon, Chief Mizbar, Chief Megdiel, and Chief Aram. These were the chiefs of Edom, according to their dwelling places in the land of their possession. Esau was the father of the Edomites. Now Jacob dwelt, Genesis 37, 1 through 36. Now Jacob dwelt on the land where his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. This is the history of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers, and the lad was the son of Bilhah, the sons of Zilpah, the father's wives, and Joseph brought a bad report to them to his father. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of old age. Now he made him a tunic of many colors, and when his brothers saw their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. Now Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him even more. So he said to them, "Please, hear this dream which I have dreamed. There we were, binding sheaves in the field. Then behold, my sheep arose and also stood upright. And indeed, your sheep stood all around and bowed down to my sheep." And his brothers said to him, "Shall you indeed reign over us? Or shall you indeed have dominion over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. Then he dreamed still another dream and told it to his brothers and said, "Look, I have dreamed another dream. And this time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowed down to me." So he told it to his father, and his brothers and his father rebuked him and said to him, "What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall your mother and I and your brothers indeed come bow down to the earth before you?" And his brothers envied him, but his father kept the matter in mind. Then his brothers went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, Are you and your brothers feeding the flock in Shechem? Come, I will send you to them." So he said to him, "Here I am." Then he said to him, Please go and see if it is well with your brothers and well with your flocks, and bring back word to me. So he sent him out of the valley of Hebron, and he went to Shechem. Now a certain man found him, and there he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What are you seeking? So he said, I am seeking my brothers. Please tell me where they are feeding their flocks. And the man said, They have departed from here. So I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. So Joseph went after his brothers and found them in Dothan. Now when they saw him afar off, even before he came near him, they conspired against him to kill him. Then he said to one another, Look, this dreamer is coming. Come therefore, let us now kill him and cast him into some pit, and we shall say, Some wild beast has devoured him. We shall see what will become of his dreams. But Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said to them, Shed no blood, but cast him into the pit, which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him, that he might deliver him out of their hands, and bring him back to his father. So it came to pass, when Joseph had come to his brothers, they stripped Joseph of his tunic, the tunic of many colors that was on him. Then they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty. There was no water in it, and they sat down to eat a meal. Then they lifted their eyes and looked, and there was a company of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices, balm, and myrrh, on their way to carry them down to Egypt. Now Judah said to his brothers, What profit is there if we kill our brothers and conceal his blood? Come, and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon them. For he is our brother and our flesh. And his brothers listened. The Midianite traders passed by, so the brothers pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the pit, and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. And they took Joseph to Egypt. Then Reuben returned to the pit, and indeed Joseph was not in the pit, and he tore his clothes, and returned to his brothers and said, The lad is no more. Where shall I go? So they took Joseph's tunic, killed a kid of the goats, and dipped the tunic in the blood. Then they sent the tunic of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, We have found this. Do you know whether it is your son's tunic or not? And he recognized it and said, It is my son's tunic. A wild beast has devoured him. Without doubt, Joseph is torn to pieces. Then Jacob tore his clothes, put sackcloth on his waist, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters arose to comfort him. But he refused to be comforted, and he said, For I shall go down into the grave to my son in mourning. Thus his father wept for him. Now the Midianites had told him in Egypt to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh and captain of the guard. Genesis 38, 1-30. It came to pass at that time that Judah departed from his brothers and visited a certain Adulamite, whose name was Hira. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he married her and went into her. So she conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Er. She conceived again and bore a son, and called his name Onan. And she conceived yet again and bore a son, and called his name Shelah. He was at Chezib, and she bore him. Then Judah took a wife for Er, his firstborn, and her name was Tamar. But Er, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord killed him. And Judah said to Onan, Go into your brother's wife and marry her, and raise up an heir to your brother. But Onan knew that the heir would not be his, and it came to pass, when he went into his brother's wife, that he emitted on the ground, lest he should give an heir to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, therefore he killed him also. Then Judah said to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, Remain a widow in your father's house till my son Shelah is grown. For he said, Lest he also die like his brothers. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. Now in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. And Judah was comforted and went up to the sheep shearers at Timnah, he and his friend Hira, the Adamite. And it was told to Tamar, saying, Look, your father-in-law is coming up to Timnah to shear his sheep. So she took off her widow's garments, covered herself with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place which was on the way to Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given to him as a wife. Then Judah saw her. He thought she was a harlot, because her face had been covered. Then he turned to her by the way and said, "Please, let me come in to you," for he did not know that she was his daughter-in-law. So she said, "What will you give me that you may come in to me?" And he said, "I will send a young goat from the flock." So she said, "Will you give me a pledge till you send it?" Then he said, "What pledge shall I give you?" So she said, "Your signet and cord and your staff that is in your hand." Then she gave them to her and went into her, and she conceived by him. So she arose and went away and laid aside her veil and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent the young goat by the hand of his friend the Adulamite to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he did not find her. Then he asked the men of that place, saying, "Where is the harlot who was openly by the roadside?" And they said, "There was no harlot in this place." So he returned to Judah and said, "I cannot find her." Also the men of this place said, "There was no harlot in this place." Then Judah said, "Let her take them for herself, lest we be ashamed, for I have sent his young goat, and you have not found her." And it came to pass that about 3 months after that Judah was told, saying, "Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has played the harlot. Furthermore, she is with child by harlotry." So Judah said, "Bring her out and let her be burned." When she was brought out, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, "By the man to whom these belong, I am with child." And she said, "Please determine whose these are, the signet and cord and staff." So Judah acknowledged them and said, "She has been more righteous than I, because I did not give her the Shelah, my son." And he never knew her again. Now it came to pass at the time for giving birth that, behold, twins were in her womb. And so it was, when she was giving birth, that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took a scarlet thread and bound it on his hand, saying, "This one came out first." Then it happened, as he drew back his hand, that his brother came out unexpectedly. And she said, "How did you break through? This breach be upon you." Therefore his name was called Perez. Afterward his brother came out, who had the scarlet thread on his hand, and his name was called Zerah. Tomorrow we'll be on day 12 of Day Bible in 1 Year, and we will be in chapter 39. So let me know what you thought about today's reading. And thank you so much for tuning in and being here with me on Time with Tiffany. I hope you enjoyed the daily reading. Please remember to join me again on my channel, and remember to share, comment, like, and subscribe to Time with Tiffany, where we sip on tea so flavory, eat treats so savory, and enjoy reading books of the Bible, doing Bible in 1 year. Have a blessed day. Until next time.